Is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You can see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. How many are there today? 6 people. Okay, good. So more we are. Okay, now I'll go to this contact page. I'll refresh and I'll check the properties are available or not in the footer. So here, this is the normal footer, the previous thing. Now I'll refresh this. Now you can see something. The footer which we have designed, that is available here, and these sections. Okay, so this is one kind of thing. We are did in hurry. If you are like, if you have a perfect design, if you are taking some time, then you can make it nice. Okay, you can make it however you want to show. Got it? Up to here, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in footer.
No, sir, no doubt.
Clear?
Yes. सर
Yeah.
अगर एक वो रहता है ना कि इमेजेस रहे तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज होते रहते हैं
Where?
वो हेडर या फुटर कुछ इमेज डाले हमने मल्टीपल इमेज
Okay.
तो स्टार्टिंग को एक ही इमेज दिखती है बाद में ऑटोमेटिकली वो चेंज होते रहते हैं स्लाइडली ऐसा तो वो एक ही बॉक्स में डालने हैं या अलग अलग लेना है बॉक्स
Wait. In the home page, you have seen that property.
यस सर
Okay. Tell me where you have seen so that I can analyze what you are going to tell. So you are telling the background image.
तो सर बैकग्राउंड इमेज नहीं फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मेरे भाई का ही लेते हैं कुछ उसने ऑपरेशन के तो इमेज डाले उसने मल्टीपल इमेज उसको दिखाना है
Okay.
तो वो एक ही बॉक्स में सारे इमेज दिखाने वो
Okay. You want a gallery.
ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज होते रहते हैं
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. We'll design. See, I'll use Elementor. I'll use the Elementor plugin. We'll design a separate page with Elementor. Okay, there I'll show how to slide the images, and we'll see lots of properties there. Okay, whatever you have doubt, that will be cleared at that section.
ओके सर
So today, what we'll do, we'll learn plugins. Why? Because see, without plugins, you can't do anything in WordPress. So first we'll analyze what all plugins are available. See, there are lots of plugins inside, but what are the required plugins and what are the important plugins are there? We'll see that section today. Okay. So I'll go back here. How to go back here? We have three lines here. The menu part of this element. So exit to dashboard. So here, okay, fine. Now we are going to learn plugin. See, generally plugin is nothing but an external thing which you want to add into the dashboard, which you want to show into the front end of the website. Okay, that is the use of the plugin. Okay, plugin may be of different types. Plugin may be for designs, plugin may be for code, plugin may be for any like any property. Like yesterday we did like flowers and everything, that kind of properties. So different kind of plugins will be available. Some will be useful plugins like security related thing, some will be backup related thing, some will be for e-commerce related thing. So lots of plugins are there. Okay, so we'll learn what all plugins are available. So I'll go to the text file so that you can also analyze things. So 11 o'clock. Today is third workshop and still we have 2 workshops remaining. Fine. 16th will be our last working day. After 16th, you are free. You can design your sites for your business, for your professional things, or you can do a job with this particular thing also. Okay, so what we are doing, we want to see plugins now. Okay, we want to see plugins. See, in general, for example, think that you want to design a e-commerce website. That means you want to sell products in the website. Then we have a plugin called WooCommerce. Okay, we have a plugin called WooCommerce. The plugin name is WooCommerce. Now, with the help of this plugin, we can create a e-commerce type setup in the website. Now, see, I have selected a default theme. A default theme. This is not a shopping theme. Now, for this theme also, if I want to sell properties, if I want to sell some products, then I have to install WooCommerce plugin. Then only I can sell some properties. Okay, when we'll use Elementor, there I'll show how to install this WooCommerce and how to use this WooCommerce. Okay, now today we'll analyze only plugins. Next plugin, see, I'll show the plugin also, that will be helpful. So here I'm in add new section. Here I want to see how WooCommerce plugin will look. I search for WooCommerce. See, this is the direct name of the plugin, WooCommerce. So this is the plugin. Okay, we have a tick mark. We have 5+ million active installations. That means blindly I can install this plugin. Okay, this is for shopping related site. For example, if you have a client, you want to create an e-commerce website, then you can use this plugin. And next section, now here in this website, we have something called contact page. Okay, we have a contact page. Here in this contact page, we have a form. We have a form which we have not created. This is by default we got with the theme. But if you want to create a form manually, then for that we have lots of plugins, and the number one plugin is the Contact Form 7. Here you can see this form, this plugin here, the screen, Contact Form 7. This is their logo. Okay, this plugin you can use, or you can use a plugin called, which we call by default from the theme, WP Forms. In the left hand side you can see WP Forms. This plugin also you can use, or you can use a plugin called Ninja Forms. Okay, Ninja Forms also you can use. Second plugin, you can use Contact Form 7. This is a plugin name. And WP Forms, this is also one kind of plugin name. And Ninja Forms or Form, anything. So this is one kind of plugin. These 3 plugins you can use for creating a contact form. Okay, I have shown you Contact Form 7. I have shown you this WP form in the screen and already available in the dashboard. So we'll see Ninja Form also. Yes, this is the Ninja Form. You can see this 1+ million active installations. See why we are discussing Ninja and this plugins. See, this plugins you have to keep in your mind every time. For example, you got some like project, automatically blindly you have to go, yes, I want a contact from, simply I'll select this plugin. At that time you have see, if you are searching, it will take some time to design a site. So make sure that you'll use these plugins regularly so that your work will be done easily. And third plugin, and in these 3 plugins, 3 are the best plugins, and in this also, if you want to use specifically, you can use Contact Form 7 and WP Forms. They're too good. Okay, Ninja also too good. Now depends upon the situation, you can go whichever you want. And we have a plugin called W3 Total Catchy. W3 Total Catchy. See, this plugin Example, we all have mobiles. In that we have Play Store. We'll be installing apps. Okay. So when you uninstall the app, some properties will be available still in the mobile, like some folders will be created by that plugin or some that app. Now that folders will be available internally somewhere in the storage part. Okay, now that will be available. If you are removing the app also, that will be available. That means that is a junk that will be available in the mobile. So now when you are clearing the history also, when you are clearing, when you are like, if you are using any app like clear history, clear mobile, anything, it will not go. It will be available there only. You have to clean it manually. Okay. So here in this dashboard also, when I have taken a plugin, see, yesterday class, what we did, we have taken a plugin. And after that, what I did, I activated it, I removed it also. Now, what will happen after removing also, some files will be available, like cookies or something. So that will be available in the website or in the storage space. So if you want to remove that complete into the trash, then try to take this plugin called W3 Total Cache. It will clean the junk part and it will make good your performance of your website also. The both the things, it will be helpful. I'm going with the fourth plugin. I want to show this plugin. Yeah. So W3 Total Cache. W3 Total Cache. You will get 3 dice. Yeah. This is a plugin here. This is the plugin. You can use this plugin. Okay. And for example, someone want like I want in my website, I want a slider. I want to show images to slide from left to right. Okay. How many images I want to show? It's my wish, but I want a slider in my website. Do you know slider? Do you know slider?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I want a slider for my website. So for that, I'll take a plugin. The plugin will be the name is Meta Slider. Go with this one. This is a better plugin. You can go Meta Slider. Okay. So it's plugin. Yeah, this is a plugin. You can go with this plugin. This plugin will be good. Okay, this plugin. Your wish. If you are okay with some other plugin also, you can go. But this will be the good plugin. Okay. And third plugin we have did Meta Slider. Fourth plugin, yes. And after that, for example, now see, we have taken some hosting. That hosting will have some space called 30 GB. Now, in the starting days or when you are designing, when you have some minimum pages, then that size is okay. Think that you are creating more pages, like if you have an e-commerce site, you are creating a number of products, then that size will not be sufficient. That size will not be sufficient. And think that 25 GB you have filled, 25 GB of it. Why? Because team will take some size, apps will, plugins will take some size, and whenever you create something in that, for example, we created pages, post. So whenever you create something, automatically code will be implemented, and automatically some space it will take. So now what will happen? Automatically your website will become slow on the internet. Why? There's a huge load on your server, so it will become slow. So what we'll do to make it faster, we'll take a plugin. Now W3 Total Cache will also do the same thing, but for mobiles, for mobiles, try to take a plugin called AMP. We have a plugin called AMP where you can use this plugin. The full form of this is Accelerated Mobile Pages. Accelerated Mobile Pages. Okay, this is the full form of this plugin. Now this plugin will help your website to load faster on the mobiles. Why? Nowadays, lots of users are with mobiles only. They'll not carry laptops, they'll not carry desktops every time. They'll carry mobiles which are very portable. So try to show your website or try to concentrate the users on the mobile zone. So take the plugin AMP, Accelerated mobile pages. So this plugin you can go AMP, this one, blue color, first one. And I'll go with the sixth plugin. Do you know SEO? Anyone from the group? Any idea about SEO?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. See, SEO is one kind of plugin where it will help your website to rank first in the search engines. Okay, but there is, see, by taking that plugin, it will not be done. There are lots of things inside it, lots of things we have to do. If you have the technical knowledge only, you can do. Okay, so when you will have that idea, take this plugin called Rank Math. Rank Math is a plugin used for SEO purpose. Okay, and we have some plugin called Yoast SEO also. Yoast SEO. This is also the same plugin you can use. Any plugin you can use. If like if you want the better plugin, then you can go with Rank Math. That will be better. Okay, this is for SEO purpose. And thing that you want here in this website. When I go to this website, in the bottom I have shown you some box, Facebook related box in the previous workshop. We have seen that anytime.
Yes, sir. We have seen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I want my Facebook page to show as a box in my website. Okay. Now I want to show my Facebook as a box in my website so that people can easily check the section from here. People can easily like it. Now see, here I can't like. People should go from here to my Facebook profile. But here what is happening? If you have a box, they can easily like the section. They can easily check what all posts we are doing. Okay, and they can analyze who are inside. If their friends, if their mutual friends are there or their friends are there, they will show up here easily. Okay, you and your 34 friends like this. See, now from my profile, it is showing that my 34 friends like this section. The person who is available in my Facebook or friends in my Facebook, they liked this page also. Now I can analyze this. So if you want this kind of plugin, then you have to search for plugin called Facebook Lightbox. Okay, Facebook Lightbox. This plugin will help you to design that kind of box. Now the scenario is every time here for this kind of plugins, they'll be changing. We can't analyze every time one plugin. So think that if that plugin is working now, it may not work in the next, like after 6 months. So regularly you have to check. Why? Because I too don't know exactly what is happening with that plugins. So you have to check manually. So if you ask me seriously, then can go with this Easy Social Share is okay. Easy Social Share is different thing. Okay, go with what we have. I can share the actually. Okay. Yeah, you can go with this. You can go with this. I have used it. You can go with this. See, and we have something called, see, this is one kind of plugin, essential add-ons for Elementor. See, when we have installed a theme, there we have selected Elementor. There we have selected Elementor. But here, if you want some more properties in Elementor, see, when you design any page, see, for example, the better section is when a designer will get ideas, when you meet lots of clients, then you will get lots of ideas. That is one thing. That means, see, every client will have a different perspective. They'll have different designs in their mind. So according to that design, you'll get an idea. Yes, this client wants this kind of thing. Then what you'll do, you'll go here, you'll search for that kind of design. Is that is available or not? Or that kind of plugins are available or not? You'll be finding here. So if you are having only Elementor, you can see only less options. If you have some property like essential add-ons for Elementor, that means some add-ons will be added to Elementor. Okay, So you can take this plugin also. Essential add-ons for Elementor. Okay, this also you can use. And the ninth plugin. So which plugin will go? Fine. See, if you go to this website, here, see, here I have something called a button here in the right hand side bottom. When I click on this, it is scrolling up. Okay, it is scrolling up. That means easy access to the user. Now, for this website, do we have that option? We have a button in the bottom. Is that option is available from this website or from this theme? We don't have that option. So if you want that kind of option, you can take a plugin. You can take a plugin. For example, now I don't know the exact plugin name. Then what I will search? I'll search for scroll up button. Okay. Now that is where I know that name. Like I know the property, the property of that one. So when I searched for it, how many plugins I got? I got 856 plugins. Every time when you search, you'll get lots of plugins. For this word, I'm getting 856 items available in the dashboard or in the WordPress. So here, see, it's telling some plugin. So I can add this plugin. Why? It has a tick mark. It is okay. 60,000 people used. I can add. It can show in the right hand side of the website. Okay, I can use that also. Or if you want to have a chat box, okay, somebody visited and you want to chat, they want to chat, then you can have a plugin also. You can also have a plugin like search for chat, then automatically you'll get some plugins related to that. Depends upon, see, here we have WP live chat, different plugins we have. So according to your wish, you can go. You have to analyze. How to analyze? I said that previously only. You have to see the tick mark. You have to see the installations which have done. Based upon that, you have to select the plugin. Got it? Any doubt on this up to here?
No, sir.
Is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll do. We'll go with some other plugins. See, in this website, if you go here, I have implemented WhatsApp. Okay. So if you want to implement WhatsApp also, we need a plugin. We need a plugin. With the plugin only, it will be done. So simply you have to go here, search for the plugin, whichever you want. Yesterday what I did, a search for calls, no. Then I got some plugins. According to that, I have selected. So here I want something called for WhatsApp. Then I'll be going with this word called WhatsApp. Now it will show me different kind of plugins. Now according to that, I'll be selecting whichever plugin will be good, or I should analyze. See, think that if you are installing a plugin without tick mark, then what will happen? Sometimes it will work for a certain period, and after that it will give error. It will give error, and see, like it will corrupt the remaining plugins also. It will corrupt your theme also. So don't take a plugin which is not having a tick mark. Okay, and that means that is not compatible with your version. Whichever theme is compatible, try to take that on. And see, for example, if anybody visited your page and they want to share your page to somebody, then there is a plugin. There is a plugin called Social Share. Social Share. This is the plugin. So this plugin, people can share your properties. People can share your properties. For example, see, if I go to like, it is that website. If I go to this website here, if I go to any property, if I go, let's see if I have this properties here or not. We'll check. I'm going with some other property here. Okay, I want to buy this. I'm going to this property here. The schedules here. And I'm scrolling down. Here in the left hand side, you can see something, some icons available which are fixed. The left hand side. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, WhatsApp, and some more share option is there. So this is a share symbol. Okay. Now this is a plugin. Now, if people want to share, they can easily, for example, say I want to share this property to my friend. Then simply when I'm clicking on this, it is showing a number of properties. Now easily people can share this property to somebody. Now what is happening? It is one kind of thing where you are increasing your traffic to your website. Okay. See, when you have more shares, that means more people are visiting. Automatically, you get good traffic. When you have good traffic, then automatically you'll have good services. I mean, good money. You'll be earning good money. And we have lots of options, lots of plugins. We have lots of plugins. Now, according to your perspective, you can go. Whenever you feel like I want this kind of design or this kind of thing, and you can go with that kind of plugin. Not exactly the plugin name. If you have any idea of the type of the plugin, you can search for that thing. Okay. Think that now. See, for example, now I don't think that I don't know the plugin name called WooCommerce. Then I'll search for e-commerce. Okay, I'll search for e-commerce. Now when I search for e-commerce, again I'm getting this plugin. You can see this. Think that you're not getting for e-commerce also. Then go with shop. Go with shop. So here for this word it is not available. See, it may be available some of the other section, but we have to analyze. We have to analyze which plugin is better. So the main plugins which are required, I've said it. So in future, depends upon your client and depends upon your practice, you'll be knowing what all plugins are required. Is it clear up to here?
Yes, sir.
Anyone have any doubts on this?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, fine. Now what I will do, we'll create a contact form. Okay, today we'll create a contact form, and what I will do, I'll insert that contact form into this contact page. Now I'll remove this contact form here. I'll paste my contact form which we will create. Okay, so I'll go to this dashboard here. So what I said, we can use contact form 7, we can use WP forms, we can use Ninja forms. I said I will go to WP forms. I'm clicking on WP forms. So here I already have some forms. One newsletter is there and one contact form is there. This is already done with the plugin. So I want to create a new one. Then here I have section called add new. I can add new here, or I can duplicate this form also. I can duplicate, I can add some properties. That will save some time, but we'll add new. We'll get a new one. I'm clicking on add new. So here I want a form name. The form name is test form. Okay, I'm creating a test form here. Text form. Now in this form, what I want, I'll take I see here we have lots of properties again. Blank form you can take, contact form you can take, newsletter related things, suggestion form, whichever you want. But I want a contact form. I'll select this. Okay, you can select a blank form and you can fill the properties there, or you can go with the contact form. Anyway, is the same. See here when I selected the contact form, some details I got by default. Now I want to add some properties. I want to add some properties manually. Then here in the left hand side, you can see the blue boxes available. This blue things. I can add these blue things into the form. Now these are properties. These are properties. See now here in this test form, I don't have option called mobile number. That means I want people to fill the mobile number also. So what I will do, I'll take this numbers option. I'll drop it here. Okay, and yes, now this is numbers, but I want to show it as a mobile number. So here mobile number. See, the difference is now this name is showing top of the box, top of the box. But okay, I don't want to show this name on the top of the box. I want to show this name inside the box. Inside the box, it will, so it is one kind of design. It is one kind of design. So if you are showing this name inside the box, then that is called, that we call as a placeholder. Okay, that is holding that place. Now people can identify easily. Why? Because it will occupy some space. Your form will look something bigger if you have this in the top everywhere. So what I will do, how to make this the placeholder, I'm removing this from here. I'm removing this from here. I'm going with additional options. And here I have something called placeholder. I'm pasting here. Now what happened? You can see in the right hand side design. Is it nice? When compared to the previous one, it is nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now see, here in the name we have a tick mark. Email we have a tick mark. Comment or message we have a tick mark. For number, we don't have a tick mark. That means, see, when you see the tick mark, that means that is required. People has to be filled. Then only that form will get submitted. Okay, so if you want a tick mark, then here we have an option called required. You have to select this. If you select this, then automatically you'll get a tick mark. That means this option should fill. Then only this form will get submitted. If you click on the submit button. Okay, that is the meaning of that. Now I selected this mobile number. If you want some more properties, then go with field options. Add fields, yeah. Here, for example, I want like checkbox. I want checkbox. Then I can go with this checkboxes. You can drop it here. How many number of checkboxes you want? That many numbers you can create. For example, here, think that I'm creating for a hospital. Like we have dental service, and we have, I don't know exactly the medical field. Dental I know, and any more things in the like medical related field.
Ayurvedic,
Ayurvedic.
allopathy.
Okay, you're spelling wrong. Ayurveda. Okay, go with that. Neuro. Okay, these three things I'm taking. That means the person can take whatever. See, these are my services. If we can analyze by seeing the form only, okay, he's interested in this, or he's related to this, he want this kind of service, I can select this. Or see, this is one property. If I want to see their gender, I want to take their gender also, then what to do? Where this form is, notifications, fields, yeah, this is the thing. And field options and fields. So if I want to take a like gender, then maximum times gender will be like multiple, like only one they can select. Okay, only one they can select. So this multiple choice option I can use. Here I'll go with M. Second one I'll go with F. That means male, female, whatever they want they can choose. I'm removing this third option. Okay, so this is the form which I created. This is a form which I created. Okay, now we'll save this form. We'll save this form. Now see, well, when we are copying this Google Maps, now there we have seen something called embedded. Did you recognize that? We have copied some iframe from Google Maps. We went to embedded section, there we copied iframe.
Yes, sir.
So if see, like this form I can show in two types. I can copy this embedded here, I can show directly, or I can use Elementor, I can show directly. Both the things are there. So that's why they are showing embedded also. Now it depends upon the things you can go. Now I saved this form. So see, when you are installing this application, like WordPress, there you'll be giving a email ID. Okay, for that email ID only you'll be getting these details. Or if you want to change, the email ID, like after filling this form, whatever the details you want to get the particular email ID also you can give. How to give field options we have. We have field options. Okay, we'll go to settings here. Here we have something. Admin email is there. Admin email. So here you can give manually your email. Okay, you can give manually your email. That means now this particular form will be sent to you, that particular email. Think that if you are not giving, then by default the by default email which you have used, for that email only you will get this form. Okay, is it clear?
No, sir.
Sir.
Please एक बार बोलो.
See, we have this form here. Now somebody is filling this form, and who should get this form? The owner of this, or who is maintaining this, should get this form. Okay.
Yes.
Now when we have installed WordPress, there we have given an email ID. In the first workshop we have did that.
Yes,
When
sir.
we are installing, there we have given an email ID also. Now that will be admin email ID. Okay. So if you want to receive the information to the same email ID, so don't disturb anything here. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to give a separate email ID, why? Because see, for example, I have 5 services and I have 5 doctors, separate doctors I have. Now for each doctor, I can give separate email IDs. Okay. So in that kind of situation, what I will do, first I'll create 5 forms. 5 service pages I'll create and 5 forms I'll create. Each service page, each form I'll attach. Okay. Now whenever, see, for example, I want to go for dental service. Now I'll fill the form. Now when I submit, it will go to the dental doctor only. Okay. Now he will check. He will, the person who will be admin, he will call to that particular client. He'll ask for the particular date to come. Everything, that's the procedure. And if somebody is filling for a neuro, then that form will go to the neuro section. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So depends, not depends. If you can give only one, or you can change different email IDs. Anything you can do. So I don't want to change. I'm keeping this one only. Just save. Okay, saved it. Now
Hello, sir.
I'll go to this contact page. So this is the basic contact page we have. Okay. Now I'll remove this contact form from here and we'll paste our contact form. Okay. Now I'm going with edit with Elementor. If you have embedded section, you can do in that way. Simply we'll copy the embedded code, we'll paste it here. On the second way, you can use Elementor. You can go with the option. Anything you can do. For example, here, see here we have this form. Now I don't want this form. I'll remove this form. I'll delete. Okay. Now this form will get deleted. Fine. Now we created just one form. That form I want. I'm scrolling down. See, for example, if you want to show embedded, then first you have to create the text file. How we did for Google Maps, the same thing you have to do. You have to take the text file. You have to copy that embedded code. You have to paste it there. Then your form will be available. That is one kind of process. And maximum people don't go with that kind of process. If you have this opportunity, go with this process. Okay, this will be easy. Why to take text file, copy the code, everything. So here we have WordPress. Here we have some option called WP forms. We have some option called WP forms. I'll drop it here. This thing we did in the footer section also the same. So here I'll test form we created, this one. So I want that form to show here. Update. I got that form here. So I'll cross this form. I'll go to this website. I'll remove this section. I think this session may get closed,